Hey guys, iPokemon here, and this is Building a Collection, Part 3. Now, I've made notes about this, so I'm just going to pretty much read off, and I think the information is pretty relevant. It should help you pretty slowly get to where you want to be, and this is a direct continuation from Part 1 and 2. So in Part 1, I discussed that you can build a collection for free it'll take a long time, but I made that video I think in June, pretty much it is 6 months ago now, because we're at the end of the year. That was in the middle of the year, and let's presume that you built up enough commons and you sold or are looking to sell it. Now there's a couple ways to sell it, which I went through Part 2. Bundle it up or bulk sell it. And now Part 3 is pretty much a continuation of what to do with the money you got with selling the bulk or separately and all that. So I'll be talking about buying collections and what I look out for when buying collections. It's not your standard stuff, to be honest. If you're looking for standard stuff, you've got a lot more competition than looking for non-standard stuff. When I started buying collections, I bought them on YouTube. One of the first collections I bought was XX Sabermetrics back in 2013, and that was probably the best collection I've ever bought. The best collection you can probably buy for that price, and that was very lucky. The fact that because I offered to pick it up, no hassle, take everything, cash it all, everything. Maybe it was just easier that way. But the reason why that collection was so good is because I got rid of all of the sellable gems, like cards that are worth something but they don't need to be worth something. They're worth something for no reason. A big example would be something like Amazon S Queen. Look at the price of that and you'll be like, am I missing something, And selling all of that random stuff and then literally adding on to my collection and making money for free. So I sold rubbish, then I made some money with the good stuff, and a lot of that stuff I added to my collection. Pretty much all of the ghost rares, a lot of the secret rares, a lot of the CP stuff, I just added on. So that was just that was incredible. So, I mentioned in this what I look for in collections. I look for mid-end gems, like Amazon S Queen, I said. As for other mid-end gems, you've got to be I think you just have to research. A lot of cards are worth something for no reason. However, if you are actually looking for a video for the cards that are worth stuff, just let me know, because that has to be a video in its own right. There'll probably be about 10 to 20 cards that are worth something, which I sell on a regular basis, or whenever I list it, it will sell, like that. So just let me know in the comments and just like this video so that I'm aware that this video was liked. So when you're buying collections, there are 5 different types of cards. There's low-end bulk. This is the absolute rubbish that you need to shift in bulk. You have the playable cards that are relevant to the meta. Obviously, an example like that would be Pop Desires. It's pretty relevant to the meta right now. Solemn Strikes, Solemn Warning. Future playable cards, stuff that's currently banned, or cards that you think will see hype eventually. A lot of side deck cards and stuff like that. So something like, I'm pretty sure people hold on to stuff like Puppet Plants and those random hand traps. And then you have collection stuff. This is the random things that people collect. Remember, people collect pretty random stuff. You have people that collect spellcasters, fiends, dark magician girls, injection fairy lilies. Or also I'm talking about the high-end collection stuff, but there's a pretty low chance you're going to get high-end collectibles in a mid-range binder. There's a very low chance of that happening. I've never, ever received retro pack stuff or any sort of high-end collectible stuff in the collection. I've just been pretty lucky picking stuff at events. And this way you can, as I've said, you can sell the random stuff that have value, like the mid-end gems. Mid-end. You stupid. Mid-end. It's easier, mid-end stuff to make the huge chunk of money spent on collection. And because of this, you keep bits for yourself and you add on to your collection. And that is what this series is about, is building up your own collection. And the only way you can build up your own collection is add bits from other collections that you bought, at the same time making a profit off those collections. So obviously back when I started, there weren't groups, Facebook groups, of people selling collections and stuff. Now there are loads of groups. You can probably find a couple of online Facebook groups in your area. Okay, fair enough, don't gift money ever. I did that. I did a mistake of that about a month or 2 months ago now. Oh, that was a nightmare, but that's the story in itself. If you want to hear about that, you let me know in the comments. I will happily post it. I got the cards back and all that, but that was something stupid. I didn't think someone would mess with me, but I knew where he lived, so it was on the upper hand. So yeah. I keep on coming off topic. Okay, so moving on to buying collections online. Now, there's obviously a lot of competition. A lot of people are looking for the same things. And, okay, me putting this video online, it's good. At the same time, it's going to be quite bad because not many people watch my videos. That's fine. I don't really care about that. I like helping people, but I like helping people in bulk rather than telling this. Although I have done it before, mentioning this to a lot of individual people who have asked me how have I got to where I am today. So buying online is the easiest. It's the best way of doing things. The reason why I think so is because when you're buying a collection, you could very easily just look at the cards. You have have a screen here. You have the pictures here, usually the pictures, and then you just have a new tab open. You eBay all the cards up and all that, and you can comfortably make an offer of what you think it's worth based on what you can get on eBay. So that's one way. And the other way is, see, the problem is when I think like this, I don't like publishing videos, but I'm just going to do it. I need to just publish a raw video. So the other way is, oh god, I've done that again, haven't I? No, let's just put it on. Buying collections in real life, but the other problem is there's advantages and disadvantages. The advantages are people like to shift things then and there, so they're usually not bothered on the price they get, but a lot of other people in the area, let's say you're buying at locals because it's the legal way of doing it, because if you do this at YCSs, which I've never done, or any events where buying and selling is not allowed and you get escorted out of the venue and all that, it's a bit trickier because there's more people around. There's also people looking at you, is that guy buying, is that guy selling, So if you do it at locals, presumably they let you do it at locals. Luckily, my locals, they let us do it. A lot of locals, I know they started not letting people do it. But our local owner, he is a very, very, very reasonable guy. But he has everything that everyone wants anyway. But when it comes to buying collections, obviously he buys collections as well, but there's going to be usually a lot of people wanting to buy collections. A lot of people have the same thing in mind They want to profit off the game because it's actually quite easy if you know how to. And when I buy a collection, I go for all the little bits first. I sell all the little things first. I can't stress how important that is. That's how I started, and that's how I'm still doing stuff. A lot of people just want to sell the high-end stuff, and I said, look, that's not how it works. You have to get rid of the low end to maximize the potential profit of, selling cards and buying cards. So there's a lot of people, when we go into real life events and stuff, lots of people have the same interest. And also you have to kind of know the value of the cards before you're actually making the purchase. And this is obviously difficult in real life because you're probably going to find a random bunch of cards which you're not going to know the value of, and you have to go on your phone because not everyone carries their laptop with them to look up values and stuff, and there's not free Wi-Fi everywhere. So you have to look up your phone, go on eBay, you type in, and then sort by lowest first and all that. And that just takes a lot of time. I've done it before. There are some people that actually come to me to sell because I give decent values and I've always got the money and all that. And obviously it helps massively if you have PayPal and you have money. You have PayPal equipped, pretty much, equipped to spend whatever you need to spend. Okay, one last thing. This is going to probably result in another video, but to find the things, the mid-end gems, you have to question yourself, has this card been reprinted? And is it ever going to get reprinted? The random cards. Amazon S Queen was absolutely random. That has never ever had a print. And that's just expensive because it's a random Amazon S card, Ajama Blue is again random, never had a print, it's worth something. But then you have cards like Dark World Dealings. It has come in common and 2 super rare prints, and that is actually worth something also. So, okay, I guess I'll make a separate video of all the cards that are worth something, not all the cards that I've gone through in my I don't know if I'd say I'm a vendor, but I'll say my vending career, because people have called me a vendor, but I don't know if I'm actually there, because I've seen other vendors, seen the stock that they have, and I'm just like, no, I don't have 20 break swords or 30 desires. Well, I have 30 desires. I had 30 desires, but that's not really relevant. That's because I made a smart decision to buy them at the lowest price. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. I hope this video was good. It was obviously all over the place. A lot of the times when I make videos like this, I always I don't publish it, and that is the problem. In the last 2-3 months, I've made about 70 videos, and I have not published it because I don't like me rambling on, but I'm just going to think to myself, you know what? I've got so much things to say, even if I do ramble, I can't cut out the stuff anymore because it's just not me, I guess I should edit and all that, but I just need to put out my view on it, how I got to where I am. Obviously, there are a lot of people higher than me that vend and sell and all that, but they don't. I haven't actually seen many videos on how to make money from this game. And if I made this video a couple months back, it would have got more views. But again, I just want to help the people that have helped me. So you're still subscribed, you're still watching, every view, even if this video gets like 300 or 400 views, which it probably will do, as opposed to the old 1,000. I'm happy, and I'm just going to still make on videos and still keep on making on videos, make it like this, raw information, and my opinions, really. I'm just going to have to just start doing those again. Doesn't matter if I don't get the views. I'm just happy to record again. So, to sum it up, to conclude, buy a collection. Look for the mid-end sellable gems. That's the important thing. make sure you can sell, well, try and sell the mid-end gems for money, for a decent amount of money. And then, then you're going to have a laugh. When you start doing it, you need to have somewhere to sell them, actually. You need to have an eBay account. You have to have an eBay account, because these mid-end gems you cannot sell in person because they're not worth anything in person. They're only worth something online. You know? People like those random cards online, because a lot of people can only buy on eBay. I know that's a really weird thing to say, but some people don't have a locals, and some people can only buy on eBay. They only trust it, and it's their only, there's other sites and stuff, but eBay is just convenient. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. iPokemon here, remember? I've said this like 100 times, but you have to just hammer it into your heads. You really do. Because the amount of times I've told people, when they keep on asking me, I'm just going to say, you know what, just watch this video. Yeah, sure, I rambled on, but yeah. Buy mid-end, sell mid-end, and then be happy, because you're able to keep the collection for yourself. And with the high-end stuff, or the stuff that you can actually make, presume that you make, let's say you spent 150 quid, let's say it's about $200 now, you make that money back on all the crap. That means that you can equip your current trade binder, it's not your collection, your trade binder with relevant meta stuff, which you can eventually downtrade or uptrade, which will have another video by itself. And then the collection stuff, keep for yourself. Easy. And it really is that easy. You just have to be a natural at doing it. Thanks guys for watching. iPokemon here. Apologies for this Toy Story video and a picture in the background. This is probably the best place I can record. I've got some space. I'm sitting down on my piano stool. My piano's here. And it's got the decent lighting for me to just, zone in on the camera. Thanks guys for watching. iPokemon here, and I will see you guys later.